the guys are uptown and just looking around what's going to be our home for the next 6 weeks hopefully. So the ice chart is starting to look quite positive. It's not clearing like it was previous years, but it is starting to clear. So we're hopeful by the time we get up there, it'll be we'll be in a better situation. So fingers crossed for that. So we unpacked this morning, and everything just disappeared into various different lockers and cabinets. So that's pretty positive. I think we're going to hopefully have plenty of room for everything. The three of us on board. Let's have a quick look around the boat. So Zora is 38-foot steel hull sloop. Yeah, she's kind of cutter rigged. She's got a staysail, and yeah, she's got a monitor wind vane and everything that you could possibly really want for an expedition like this. Heading north from St. John's or Newfoundland, Royal Newfoundland Yacht Club, and heading north towards an anchorage about 30 miles away. I think there's actually a town jetty or pier of some sort that we can tie up to. So we've already caught, as you've probably seen, 3 decent sized cod. So that's the freezer well stocked with cod for the next few days, and we can only fish on the weekend and Monday. So today is Monday, so we might try and fish again later to fill up a bit more and have lots of cod for the week. So yeah, that's the plan. There's our buddy boat, which the name of which I'll find out later, but it's Marcus and Emmy from Sweden, and beautiful boat. I'm looking forward to seeing the insides. Yeah, minke whales, lots of cod, flat calm. A bit of wind would be nice, but you can't have it all. But we're close. Bloody hell.
They're just showing up.
Yeah. Away we go.
They're off somewhere.
Off somewhere new, possibly Greenland. Saying goodbye to Fogo Island. I'm pointing our nose north. See how far we get. Beautiful day for heading off. Hopefully to Greenland. This is Newfoundland. We are just about halfway across Notre Dame Bay. I guess that's what this is called. And we've spotted our first iceberg just about 8 miles to our west. It's a pretty big one. It's not going to come out on this, but I've got other footage. It'll be about just about it. It's pretty awe-inspiring. See something so enormous.
Right, boy. Perfect shape for this one.
We're off, head for Greenland.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Beautiful morning, or evening, but gusty. There's 24 hours of this. So Qaqortoq is about 700 miles that way. Got a front coming in at us. So we're leaving Newfoundland behind. Leaving the northwest tip of Newfoundland. It's roughly 700 mile passage across the Labrador Sea. Don't know how well that's coming out to Qaqortoq in Greenland. And she's a square rigger, alright. I was wrong about her being fore and aft.
Huh?
I was wrong about her being fore and aft. She's definitely square. So we're currently motoring because we're getting hammered by this current coming along around the top between out of the Gulf of St. Lawrence. Is that what that is? Yeah. Out of the Gulf of St. Lawrence and into the Atlantic, the Labrador Sea. And yeah, we're gonna make our way slowly out of this, and this is a 1.6 knot current. Once we get out here, it's like less than a knot.
That feels better.
Yeah.
Oh, she's happy now. She's happy now. So lads putting up the pole. Heading dead downwind now. And I'd say looks about 14-15 knots of wind. So we get the pole up now and get the Zora out. We can turn the big lumpy noisy sail off. Nice sailing conditions today. Dead downwind. 6.5 knots average today. Now enclosure. Mark's coming up for his watch. Kind of about to jibe the headsail around and start heading for Greenland.
Nice and warm in here, eh?
Yeah, it's nice and cozy in here, isn't it? It looks pretty cold up there.
I wouldn't like to be up on deck, alright.
I think I'll put the heating up a bit more. See?
Oh wow. Bloody hell. Look at big Walter in. Cathedral. So after 5.5 days sailing from Newfoundland, we're approaching the coast of Greenland, and as you can see there are icebergs everywhere around here. So just to show you what's going on the chart, we've just crossed 60 degrees north, which is this line of latitude here. We've come from just off the chart here down in Newfoundland, about 600 miles away. So the west coast of Greenland is relatively free of ice most of the year, at least the southwest coast here. The one exception is right down the south. So the east coast is ice-logged most of the year, and that ice comes down. Current brings ice around Cape Farvel and up the south coast.
at least a few hundred miles. And that's what we're seeing here now. We're right in this current, and it's bringing icebergs that have calved on the east coast. It's bringing them up the west coast. So we were looking at ice charts for a good few weeks, which were showing all around here, with still lots of sea ice that come around the corner, and that has now disappeared. But we've still got a lot of icebergs and growlers coming up this coast. So icebergs are ice mountains. The other things you have to worry about around here are bergy bits, which are like broken up icebergs that are roughly the size of houses, and then growlers, which are smaller bits, which are like they're roughly the size of cars. And bergs and bergy bits show up pretty well on radar, but growlers don't, because they tend to be pretty small and very low to the water. So we're having to keep a pretty detailed eye out this morning to see the ice coming and to avoid hitting it. So we waited, slowed down offshore to make sure that when we were coming into this area that we were going to have full daylight. So we do have that now. It does look like there's a fog bank on the horizon, so that might make things a bit more interesting, but so far so good. We're making our way through it. I think we have around 45 miles to go to our port, which is Qaqortoq.
The other major problem with high latitude sailing, fog. So at the moment speed is a bit too high to be able to react to ice in time, so we're putting our head sail away to try and scrub some of that off. Here's the good solid returns. That's the cathedral-like iceberg there, just passed us by, but we've got another big one that we can't see at the moment. It's about 2 miles away, 2.5 miles away, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that. We've just got our first sighting of Greenland amidst the ice.
This is unreal. Ice everywhere. Growlers everywhere. The fog is cleared. The fog was the scary bit.
Yeah, fog is terrifying.
Yeah, it's a lot less intimidating now.
Yeah. Hope that's not more fog coming in. No signs of human habitation yet. Very rugged looking coastline. Lots of ice. Arrival in Qaqortoq.
It's kind of got a little beach on it.
Yeah, it's insane. It's honestly like a sculpture.
Definitely not on the move. Hasn't rolled for a while.
Yeah.
Polar bear pop up in a minute. See a polar bear pop up in a minute.
Yeah, well, that's how they get around.
You'll probably go on it, don't you?
Yeah, it's very hard to resist the urge to go on. I mean, obviously, it'd be cold and a bad idea for loads of reasons, but
It's so alluring.
just want to eat it.
It's like someone's made like a little sculpture at the top, like a so.
Yeah, yeah. I want to like slide down the side of it. Slightly more to starboard there. Nearly.
Get him.
Go astern there.
He's got him.
Oh! This is Qaqortoq, where we will eventually get in once we finish messing around and trying to get ice for our whiskey. That's a big growler that could do quite a bit of damage. Man overboard practice, I love it. I don't think we'll be retrieving you with the bucket, Luke, if you go in.
Oh, there's...
Hey! Excellent.
Listen to it.
Catch of the day.
Listen to that. We've got a growler coming down on us.
Class.